my channel with a new video, and today's topic is iOS 15.1. I'm sure you have already updated, and what are the best settings for iOS 15. So starting with allowing apps to request to track your location. So I'll tell you, first we go there, settings, we go to privacy, and then we go to location services. So these are the apps those are currently tracking your location. Now, some of them apps, they require the location services, and some of them they don't. So it's up to you. You have to choose which one you wanna allow to track the location. But if you scroll all the way down and you see three kinds of arrows, one is purple hollow, purple solid, and then gray arrow. So the first one is hollow purple or geofencing. What that means is that it's checking to see if you're entering or leaving certain area. So now next is solid purple, and that indicates that it's tracking your location right now on currently it's tracking your location. And the gray one indicates that you see those arrows, here beside here is the gray, and I'll show you the purple in the next page. See this purple? So the gray means that it tracked your location in last 24 hours. Now, I'm going to tell you three. If you click on system services, so I will tell you which three you must leave on. Okay, you cannot afford to turn them off. The first one is emergency calls. Okay, you have to leave it on because sometimes you call 911, so they have to track your location, and that's the only way they can track it because this button is on. And the second thing is find my phone. This one you have to leave it on, and you can see the purple solid arrow beside it. So in case if you lose your phone, so you can trace the location if this location is on. And the third one that you must leave on is network and wireless. So these three you must leave on. Now I'll tell you the next three that you should turn them off for sure. Now the first one is significant location. You don't need to leave it on. Okay, you gotta make sure it's off. And the second one is iPhone analytics. This one you have to make sure that is off. Now the third one you should leave it off as is a setting time zone. If you don't travel from one time zone to another, you don't need to leave this option on. So this way you can conserve the battery as well as you save your data if you have limited amount of data. So the next one is turn the notifications off. So what that means is if you go to settings and then you go to notifications, which is right here, okay, and let's say if you are sharing your screen during FaceTime and some notifications that pop up on the screen, you don't want the others to see your personal notifications. So for example, if you're FaceTiming with your girlfriend and your wife just texts you, honey, can you pick up the dinner on the way back? I'm not feeling well. And guess what? You know what will happen next, right? So that was a joke, by the way. So you want to turn them off. You go to screen sharing, you see the allow notifications. You gotta make sure that these notifications they're off. Okay, and there's not much in this section beside that. Now number three is setting privacy sharing iPhone analytics. So if you go to settings again and then you go to privacy, which is right here, and then you scroll down to analytics and improvements. So you click here and you got to make sure share iPhone analytics, you got to turn it off. Now you'll notice once you turn it off, all the options they go off automatically. Now you don't need to share your analytics with the developers and improve health and activity and all that. So instead of turning them off separately, if you just turn it off, you're all good. And you got to make sure you leave it off, and by leaving it off you're saving your battery as well as data. Now the next thing is personalized ads. You need to turn them off. So how do you do that? Go to settings and then you go to privacy again, and then you go to scroll down Apple advertising, and you got to make sure this is off. Now what happens is every time you see an ad, there is a bidding war going on for you because of this button. Because once this button is on, everything you browse, whatever you search, so they're tracking your every movement, and on according to that, your search. Let's say you searched for, you looking for a mattress, like sleeping mattress, right? So you go to YouTube, you will be getting ads about mattress. You go to Amazon, you'll be seeing ads about mattress. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So number five is setting and mail privacy protection. So to do that, let's go back to settings, and then you go to mail, and then you go to privacy protection right here, and you want to leave that on. Okay, you want to leave mail, protect mail activity, you want to leave that one on. So in this section, if you go to accounts, and here you see fetch new data. Okay, and if you go to there, you see the check mark is beside automatically. Now if it's an automatically, your phone is checking every second. Oh, is there any mail, is there any new mail, is there any mail? And I would recommend you leave it on 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, so that way every 15 minutes or 30 minutes it checks once that if you got new mail. So that way, that's an also good idea. And that's an idea about saving the battery as well as your data. And so the last tip I'm gonna share with you, and I'm sure you will love it and you don't know about it, and this probably will be the last one in this video, and I'll be making another video. Um, showing like at least six another tips, because I don't want to make one long video and then people get fed up watching it. So if you go to Facebook and you click here where it says menu or settings, settings and privacy, go to settings. Okay, privacy and settings, and under permission. So here we are under setting privacy. Go to settings, and then you scroll down to where it says permissions, and there's something very interesting I'll show you. It says upload contacts. Now you got to make sure this option is off. Now what happens is, when you get scam calls like duct cleaning, and I'm sure you get every day, or your social insurance number has been compromised, I think this is the way they're getting your phone number or personal contacts, not only your number, but everybody in your contact list. If you leave that on, you are uploading your contact list, and it's being used for marketing and all that. Those scammers, they're calling. Let's say you have 300 contacts in your list. That means that's only one person, and imagine how many people use these apps, and they collect this data and they can sell it for good money. So this was the last tip in this video, and in next video I'll be making part B, and I promise with you there will be another tip like this, and you will be amazed to see it, how important that is to keep those settings accordingly. So before I leave you guys, just a request, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet, so you don't miss the new upcoming videos. And to get the part B of this video, please hit the subscribe and press the bell icon. And thank you very much for watching. See you in next video.